A Quiet Place Part 2 is now out in theaters. This is starring Emily Blunt, John Krasinski, and I think it's Cillian Murphy. I think that's how you say his name. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. So, it's the old cast of the first one returning. Now, this is taking place after the events of the first film, where John Krasinski's character, Lee, has sacrificed himself to save his children, and now they know exactly what to do to defeat these monsters. And now they're journeying away from the farm to find more civilization where they can be happy and live happily ever after. But do they get there? I don't know. That's why I went and saw this movie. But let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think of A Quiet Place 2? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe. And let's jump into this review. Okay, so you guys all know I have been dying for this movie. I love and adore the first Quiet Place. Absolutely think it was phenomenal. Thought it was the best movie of that year. It was unbelievable how John Krasinski was able to do that with barely any, if any, dialogue at all in a film to create the suspense, the thrill, the anxiety. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So when they were going to make a second one, my anticipation was through the roof. You guys all know I was anticipating it to be it was my number one last year, and then everything happened. I was literally a week out from seeing this movie before all the COVID stuff happened and it got postponed. And now I finally have seen it. Did it live up to my expectations? Yes, it did. I absolutely love this film. I adore this film so much. What was so great about this film is John Krasinski, again, just delivers on this again. But he knew exactly what made the first one so good and so special and so thrilling and gave you that anxiety. And he captured all that in this one again, but added more to it, which I really, really respect and really enjoyed as well. I like the whole, you see it in the trailer, we got to see a bit more of the backstory to what these monsters are and where they came from, which I really, really enjoyed, and how everything happened and unfold, and the connections of certain people throughout this film that you finally realize, oh, okay, makes total sense. I love that whole aspect of seeing it and seeing it all unfold. I thought that was great. You didn't dive into it too much and spend too much time on it. It gave you enough. Just enough to get enough of an idea of what actually happened on day one, and then they go into the present again. And boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what, this is just like the first one. I was sitting there and I was holding my breath for the majority of this film, which I absolutely love. I was on the edge of my seat. The anxiety was there. I was thoroughly just, wow. It was just brilliant. I mean, I love it how he goes to the daughter who is deaf, and it actually goes in and it's completely silent. We hear nothing. And what makes it so good is the whole theater was just dead silent. We're all sitting there. No one wanted to move, make a noise at all. It was just dead silent. Dead, complete silence. And then you hear the creaking of the monster, and everyone's just like... It's one of the greatest experiences you're ever going to get at a theater, and I enjoy that so much. He captured that. The characters, I mean, I love the characters in the first one, and it was good seeing them as well go through some more character arcs. Now that Lee's not there, you see the role that the sister now takes upon herself to be what her father was, to be the one that's going to be there to sort things out, to figure things out, and to really push the limits and boundaries and try and save her family. I enjoy that. Having the baby just added a bit more anxiety to it, because you're like, wow, how hard would this be to have a baby? Especially being a father myself, I know what the babies are like. That would be so hard. There's just some great moments in there. Emily Blunt is amazing. I thought she was great. And I also enjoyed the son's character arc. I thought his character arc was quite good as well. Him overcoming his anxiety. Because, I mean, look, this kid's been through so much. absolutely so much. So I understand why he has so much anxiety and why he makes certain decisions in this film. It's brilliant. Cillian Murphy, I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. His character is a sad character as well. When he's telling his backstory about what happened and that, I kind of feel so sad for this guy and so, like, sorry for this guy, and I feel for this guy and I understand why he wants to do what he wants to do. He goes through a full character arc as well, which was absolutely fantastic. I enjoyed his character quite a lot. Well, there's a lot more action in this film as well. There's a lot more monster action. We actually see these monsters and what they're actually really capable of. And it's bloody freaking scary. These things are scary as shit. They are absolutely mental. And it's awesome to see. I thought the action was great as well. We start to learn a bit more of the weaknesses of them and some of their strengths, which I thought was actually really, really cool as well. It just captured everything that the first one was and gave me more, which is exactly what I was looking for. The score was absolutely incredible. The score just adds to it. It just adds so much emotion and so much anxiety and so much thrill to the scenes that are going on, because we're watching our characters walk through the landscape and trying not to make a noise, and then you've got that eerie music going as well, and you're just like, oh my gosh, you're just sitting there and you're like, oh no, and it's incredible. It's exactly what I wanted to see. I was a bit scared because the first one is so good, and I hold that in a high prestige category, that I was really, really scared that the second one wasn't going to live up to it. I was really, really scared, but to me, it lived up to it and gave me more. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. The characters are great. And, I mean, that ending is pretty insane. So, who knows where we're going to go from here? I mean, could we maybe see a third? I don't know. I'd be down for seeing the third one. I'll tell you that now. I really like this. And I think John Krasinski deserves a lot of credit for this. Because, again, minimal dialogue. There's more dialogue in this film than the first one. But I think it was used correctly. Because you have a character that doesn't know sign language. Remember, in the first one, they all knew sign language. This time, there's a character that doesn't know that. So it makes more sense that he is going to try and speak to them rather than try and use sign language, because he doesn't understand and know how to use it. So I thought that was good as well, and it added to it. I thought the dialogue moments were great. It was used at the right times. I think everything about this was great. I really thoroughly enjoyed A Quiet Place Part 2. Absolutely phenomenal. Fantastic. Lives up to the first one. Let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of A Quiet Place Part 2? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down below. Smash that like button. Hit subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.